Hey friends, it's Scott Curcio and here with your Chicago mid-year market update. You know I love my numbers and we are diving in. It has been a really strong year for home values in Chicago this year. You're going to be really, I think, surprised at some of the gains that we've made. We're going to start off with our total number of sales. We were just a scooch over 13,000 sales in the first half of 2024. And remember, when we talk about these, it's residential sales. That means condos and townhomes, single-family homes, and 2 to 4 units. They're back on the rise, by the way. Spoiler alert for later, so keep watching. We were down just over 3% in our total number of units, but as you've been hearing from me all year, our inventory's been down anywhere from 15 to 19%. So if we've only lost 3% in the number of sales, we're doing pretty well, right? So let's dive in. We're going to go first with our condos. Our average sales price, and by the way, I'm popping these up on the screen here for visuals too, so you'll see them here. So if you're taking notes, don't worry about it. It's going to be on that screen for you. Average sales price in the first half this year for our condos and townhomes, $477,000. By the way, when I talk about these numbers, you're going to see the specific number on the screen. I'm going to talk in some bigger, more even rounded up numbers, if we will. And that was a gain of over 8% from where we were mid-year last year. That's huge, you guys. We're also ahead of where we were in the total sum of 2023. So a lot of really great growth. And we also really saw that growth strong in luxury condos. Those are any condos over $1 million, up 17% in our number of luxury condos and townhomes sold this mid-year versus last mid-year. Really performing well. Let's jump to single family homes. Those, we had just over 4,100 of those to sell this year in the mid-year, and our average sales price coming in at $475,000. Now that's also a jump from last year, over 10% from where we were mid-year 2023. I mean, some of these growths are really remarkable, and I don't think we've seen something this strong in a number of years. Units, though, down for those sales by a little over 7%. Now, for our luxury single-family homes, million plus, we saw that go up just over 12% from mid-year last year. We had 417 of them to sell in the first 6 months of 2024. Now let's jump into 2 to 4 units. Now this category has been a little bit underperforming over the last year or two. And if you go back with me a couple of years, if you've been watching me for a while, you know we were on a real strong train with the multifamilies a couple of years ago. They are back, you guys. So looking at my numbers here, and by the way, when you see me glance down, I can't remember all these numbers up here. So I have my little cheat sheets that you don't see here. Magic of video. We had actually an increase in the number of our 2 to 4 units to sell this year. We were up by 3% over mid-year of last year, and our average sales price coming in at $462,000. That was a gain of 6% over where we were this time last year. So if you're sleeping on the multifamilies, they are coming back. I think we're starting to see that traction go up. I've seen it personally in my business. A lot of folks reaching out recently about wanting to buy a 2-flat, a 3-flat, live in one, rent out the other. So I think that level of house hacking has been gaining popularity back from where we were maybe a couple years ago. Now, second part of this video is, of course, predictions for the end of the year. Now, over the years, when we've had these really aggressive spring markets, meaning the first 4, 5, 6 months of the year, sometimes the back half of the year does not perform as well. So it wouldn't be unusual if when we tabulate the numbers at the end of the year, the growth slowed down a little bit. Why is that? Well, when we have these real aggressive springs, sometimes buyers by the summer go, whoa, wait a minute. We're going to pull the reins back. We want to cool things down. And I will tell you, as I record this just after or around mid-July, I'm seeing that already. We've seen buyers kind of pulling back a little bit. I think, are seeing more people in the second half of this year that are not under a time constraint. They've got time to go. They can wait for something if it's not just quite right. And so I think when we get to the end of 2024, we're going to see a tale of two markets. The first 5, 6 months of the year, and then the second 5, 6 months of the year. And I think there might be some vast differences in how they performed. Now, throw in there a presidential election. We're already starting to see that stirring the pot a little bit. People are not quite sure what's going to happen, who's going to be in charge. Not that they have a huge say on what happens anyway, but there's a lot of that uncertainty. It's creeping in. We also got people going, is there going to be a rate cut? Is there not? I don't think we're going to see more than one, if we even see one. Sorry to burst your bubble. So there's a lot of components. We're going to have a lot more headwind in the second half of 2024 than we saw in the first half of 2024. And that may mean for sellers, maybe you're not stretching as much on the price as you thought you were. Maybe you're going to get the same price as your neighbor did, or maybe even a little bit less. Maybe you're going to take a little bit longer to sell. Maybe you're not going to have as many buyers bidding on your home, right? I think that's what we can safely say we're going to see a shifting in that for the back half of the year, and the market being maybe a little bit more balanced, which is going to feel like it's really slowing down because we have been going crazy for a while. So again, first half of the year was bonkers. That means second half of the year, probably going to cool it a little bit. Time will tell. We'll keep bringing you updates. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and share.